I'm Andrew Baker, Channel 6 sports reporter, and he's Victor Ortiz, the WBC welterweight champion of the world. Coming up, we're going 9 rounds head-to-head, or maybe just an interview. He's not really feeling it today. A lot of talent on that Kentucky team, and the Wildcats, since this tournament has started, appear to be on a mission to win a national title. It's one of the most competitive shot put events you'll see this year in the United States, and it's all happening right here tonight in downtown Lawrence. When we come back, prediction segment, Kevin Romery knocks it out of the park. And just to add a little flavor to the story, the Jayhawks did it by knocking off the coach that spent 15 seasons on the Kansas bench. The women's elite long jump is now officially off and running down here on 8th and Massachusetts. I'll go ahead and step out, let you take a better look at the action. Well, if you're in need of a new office pool to help pass the time of an 8-hour workday, let me make a suggestion. How about pick the day the Kansas City Royals will win their next game? It's not as easy as it sounds. You see, at the moment, the boys in blue have dropped 11 straight for the first time since 2008. I feel I got gypped. If you look at the video, I hit Kevin first on point number 5, but I guess there's some rule that you can't hit below the waist. Plus, Bill Self and the Kansas men are off to the Sweet 16. What we probably learned tonight, that guys know more about their dates than we probably gave them credit for when the evening began. However, if Carrie Underwood or Taylor Swift walked through that door right now, they'd probably leave their dates for them in a New York minute. Theo, we're about 30 minutes into the men's shot put, and I'm telling you right now, there's a spot in this event for you tonight if you want to come down and enter. A developing story here tonight. Senior KJ Pritchard for LHS out for this evening's game. Suffered a hurt ankle in pregame shoot-around. A devastating loss for Lawrence High. Tied at 36. Who's going to come up big tonight for LHS?
Here we go. Wind it up.
Buffalo Meat. Down the lane. Shane Willoughby thought about the 3. Backs it out. Crossover. Willoughby to the bucket. He got it! Willoughby got it! And that's the game. 3 minutes left to go now. KU clinging to a 1-point lead, and Johnson with a shot of the game. That 3 goes down. 10 in the game for him. Kansas lead is 4. And then with 2 minutes left to go, Withy swats it out of there, and it's Taylor. Coast to coast, count it, and a foul. Rhett Lowry at the plate. Oh, Canada. That's way back to left over the pizza sign. His 4th home run of the year. It's all right, Teresa, I can sing. Oh, there goes Strauss up the right side. He's got a seam.
You know, anyone that thinks they got one like him, they're crazy.
Nobody is going to get him. Brad Strauss to the house.
People keep saying this guy and that guy is better than him, and there isn't anybody better than him.
Touchdown, Lawrence High. His performance was nothing short of sensational. Friday night on our high school game of the week, Lawrence High's Brad Strauss put the Lions on his back for his most dynamic performance in his young junior career. Touchdown, Brad Strauss.
The receivers caught the ball, made some plays. Offensive line opened it up. The running backs really ran the ball well, and that opened some things up for me.
Back-to-back plays for Brad, back-to-back touchdowns for the junior. The underclassman accounted for 6 touchdowns, 4 on the ground, 1 a 38-yard completion to Anthony Buffalo Meat, and nothing like setting the tone with a 96-yard kickoff return to open the game.
Saw everyone coming this way, so I started running over here to the right, and I just saw a huge hole. It was about from the hash to the numbers. Here's what it looked like. Got a nice block out here from Matt Grom, I think. Made a little cut off that, and just took it up the numbers for the first down.
His size and speed may be deceiving, standing just 6 feet tall and only 175 pounds. However, with a football in his hands, there's a reason why Strauss ranks #1 in the Sunflower League in total offense. And give it to the junior. Brad Strauss is a one-man wrecking crew.
He's fast and elusive, and yet he understands how to set up blocks and how to get every inch out of a run. You know, he's a max guy. And then he turns around and probably leads our team in tackles.
At 4-2, the Lions have their superstar. And going forward, that makes LHS a dangerous opponent for any team that crosses its path. And now he's got Buffalo Meat all alone. Touchdown, Lawrence High. Well, elsewhere, the circus act that is the Kansas football team continues. Over the weekend, Oklahoma State flat out embarrassed the Jayhawks to the tune of 70-28. By the middle of the second quarter, the Pokes already led by an astonishing margin of 56-7. At one point, the Cowboys scored touchdowns on 8 consecutive possessions. In addition, OSU matched its highest scoring total in the last 94 years. So this Saturday, you might want to cover your eyes if you're a KU fan. Number 3, Oklahoma enters Memorial Stadium. And oh yeah, this game will be on national television as kickoff gets underway at 8:15. Look where these so-called overachievers are headed now. After opening up the season at 7-3, Bill Self and the Kansas men are headed back to the Final Four for the 14th time in school history. And just to add a little flavor to the story, the Jayhawks did it by knocking off the coach that spent 15 seasons on the Kansas bench. Roy Williams in North Carolina, the 1 seed. Last time these two teams met was in 2008 in the Final Four. KU won the title that year. First half and tied at 8, and Thomas Robinson going glass gives the Jayhawks a 2-point edge. 2 minutes later, Elijah Johnson dialing in from 3, and it's a 15-12 KU lead. Midway through the half now, and a careless pass leads to a James Michael McAdoo dunk. He at 15 in the game. That led the way for the Heels. Second half now, and Tyshawn Taylor, 2 of his 22 team-high points, 64-61 KU. 1 minute later now, and Taylor gonna get the steal away from Henson, and he's going coast to coast, throwing it down, and the Hawks lead by 5. 3 minutes left to go now. KU clinging to a 1-point lead, and Johnson with the shot of the game. That 3 goes down. 10 in the game for him. Kansas lead is 4. And then with 2 minutes left to go, Withey swats it out of there, and it's Taylor. Coast to coast, count it, and a foul. 80-67, KU knocks off North Carolina. The Jayhawks are headed to the Final Four. Well, meanwhile, has Danny Manning found his first head coaching job? Today, sources indicate that the Jayhawk legend is the front-runner for the coaching vacancy at Tulsa. Manning, the hero of the 1988 National Championship team, joined KU staff after a 15-year NBA career. He was a part-time coach until 2007 when he was elevated to full-time assistant. Manning works with the big men, and 8 Kansas bigs have been selected in the NBA draft since he's been on staff. Illinois State's Tim Jankovich and Central Oklahoma's Terry Evans are also believed to be the focus of Tulsa's coaching search.